Hi, Ron. Would you like to go out for dinner after work today? I'd be even happier if you got a reservation at a restaurant with a view.
Miss Cross?
Please, call me Pam.
I'm sorry, but I have a meeting with our branch overseas at night today. I have to stay after work since there's a time difference. Not only that, but I'm trying not to go drinking or eating with other women. It's no use no matter how many times you invite me.
What? How many times have you turned me down like this until now? Let's just try and go out once, okay?
I need to get back to work, so goodbye.
Ron, come on.
Hi, Claire. I'm finally done with work.
Must have been a hard day.
Sorry about today. I was planning on having dinner at your apartment after work today, but...
It's alright, don't worry about it. Still though, this overtime came out of nowhere.
Yep, it was suddenly decided that we would have a meeting with our overseas branch. There was a time difference as well, so it was a mess.
Make sure to get some rest, alright?
Yeah, thanks.
So, are you going to go straight home today?
Yep. We're going to discuss the wedding ceremony with the planners tomorrow, so I should probably get some sleep.
Yeah, I'll take a bath and go to bed early as well.
Alright, see you tomorrow.
Yep, see you tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night. Hi, Claire. You probably still have no boyfriend because you're so ugly, right? Oh, it's you again, Pam. What do you mean it's you again? I've told you this 1,000 times. I cut ties with you and everyone else in my family once I graduated high school and was kicked out of home. Haven't you noticed that just because you got my new phone number from my friends who didn't know what happened doesn't mean I'm gladly welcoming your texts? Of course! That's why I'm texting you. I don't know what's funny about this, but I'm no longer the girl you knew who was always tense and scared of what her family thought. Even if you insult me like you used to back home, I just don't care what you have to say anymore. Huh? If that's fine with you, then alright. I'll reply to your texts, but I think we'll just be wasting each other's time. It'd just be a bother, really. Huh? What's with the attitude? You're just a failure that was never loved by Mom and Dad. Yes, but Aunt and her husband adopted me and treated me like I was their own daughter, so it doesn't really bother me. What? What's your deal? You've never even had a boyfriend. But I do have a boyfriend. What? There's something I need to take care of now. Bye. Hey, you really surprised me. There's no way an ugly woman like you could ever get a boyfriend. You're lying. I, on the other hand, am on good terms with the son of a CEO. I can't quite take our relationship to the next step, which is a bit bothersome though. But this is without a doubt proof that I'm important to him. The way he's so stoic and strict is a sign that he's going to be a good husband once we get married. So there's no need to worry. I want to be the wife of a CEO so bad. Hi, Ron. What's the meaning of this?
What is it, Miss Cross?
The invitation to your wedding ceremony that you are handing out to everyone in the department? Why did you give one to me as well?
I thought that it was my responsibility as a son of the CEO, and as the person who's going to be the CEO after my dad. My fiancé agreed to it as well, so it was decided that I would invite everyone in the company to our wedding reception. Of course, I'm not forcing anyone to come, and it won't affect your standing at work either, so it's fine if you don't go.
That's not what I'm talking about. What do you mean you're getting married? I thought I was your girlfriend.
What are you talking about? I don't remember you ever being my girlfriend, and I turned down all your invitations to dinner. I told you that I wanted you to stop as well.
But that's Because I was important to you, right?
To be honest, I don't remember doing anything that might have given you the idea that I was interested in you. I've been going out with my fiancé ever since university.
What?
It's been almost 10 years, but even if we did have a few fights, we've gotten along. I think that I was loyal to her in my own way during that time. I don't think that's going to change once we get married, but if you're going to spread strange rumors, whether outside the office or in it, then I'm going to have to intervene where I have to. Please stop making any more trouble.
But... Hold on. What's the meaning of this? Why are you at this wedding? This is supposed to be Ron's wedding, right? I get it now. You're trying to take over the wedding, right? I can't believe this. There's no way he'd marry an ugly hag like you. It's no use trying to seduce the groom when he's the son of a CEO. The only person who's allowed to destroy this wedding is his true lover, me. I'm the one who's going to stand next to him wearing a wedding dress. I won't let you bother us. I'll kick you out no matter what. That's what you get. I pulled you all the way outside of the venue. I came up with it on the fly, but me rubbing balls of dirt I made from the flower bed was effective as well. That was so fun! No, not only can you no longer enter the venue, but you won't be able to show yourself to Ron. That was you, Pam? Yep. Did you not notice because I had gotten so much prettier? I can vaguely recognize you, but I was surprised because the evil determination on your face was so evident. What? I just told Ron what you did to me. Huh? So what if you told him? He's not going to help someone like you even if you did. On the other hand, he is going to treat me like a hero now for saving his wedding. There's no way a hag like you could ever be a bride. Oh my, this might be my chance. Pam, did you read the names of the bride and groom on the wedding invitation? What?
Miss Cross, what are you doing to my bride? I just got to Claire. She was covered in dirt. This is horrible.
What's going on?
Claire told you, right? Look at the names of the bride and groom on the wedding.
Okay. What? Is this my sister? Huh? My sister's name is written as the bride's name.
Claire's last name changed because she was adopted by her aunt. But it seems that you met your aunt now and then as well, so you must know her last name was Nelson, right? Did you not think anything when you saw Claire Nelson?
I didn't look at the invitation properly.
Huh?
I didn't want to look at the bride's name since it would make me feel like I had lost. I didn't want to know the name of the person who stood in my way of becoming a celebrity wife. How should I have known that the wife of Ron, who's so high-spec'd, is my ugly failure of a sister?
I don't appreciate you insulting my fiancé like that, but...
Oh no, it's just that...
But Claire says that isn't the problem, so I'll pretend I didn't hear it. You understand now though, right? My fiancé, Claire, is your sister.
That's impossible. Why am I being fired?
Did you receive a notice from HR saying that they would process it as your voluntary resignation out of pity?
But all I did was rub some dirt on my sister's head.
You're lucky Claire didn't file a complaint against you. It would normally have been considered as assault, apparently. To tell you the truth, I was worried about what you might do at the day of the wedding. But you managed to slip by unnoticed and sneak into the bride's waiting room. There's a male employee that helped you during this, right?
There was no such person.
This male employee told me everything. He regretted his actions and voluntarily quit. You used your body to make him do what you said, right?
Uh, um, my only feelings are those I have toward you.
I talked to your parents about this.
What? Mom and Dad? What did they tell you?
I told them that I wouldn't file a complaint and let you off with a standard alimony if they accepted one condition.
Mom and Dad help me? It must be because they love me so much. Because unlike Claire, who was an ugly good-for-nothing, I was pretty and talented.
I don't know whether you would call this saving you, but...
So? What conditions did you give them?
Firstly, you three would erase all the contact information you have of Claire, and that you would never bother her again.
Oh, that much is nothing. Who cares if I can no longer see Claire? I'd gladly accept those conditions.
Secondly, the three of you will move somewhere far away.
Huh? What? You're telling me to move? That means I won't be able to see you anymore. And Dad's company doesn't have a relocation system, which means that Dad will have to quit his job as well.
This isn't my problem. If you don't like the conditions, then I'll file a complaint. You'll probably get a criminal record if you don't accept.
I don't want that.
Then, you'll have to do what I say.
This is so unfair. All I wanted was to marry you and become the wife of a CEO. To think that my sister would steal that from me.
She didn't steal me from you. All you did was cause trouble on your own. You haven't even reached the starting point.
But we were in love.
No, we weren't. You were just being delusional this whole time. Well then, I doubt we'll ever meet again, but...
Wait, Ron! Think this through. I could be a much better wife than Claire could ever be.
Don't ever show yourself to me or Claire ever again.
Ron, please!
Goodbye. The wedding ceremony was successfully held thanks to the work of the staff. We turned in our marriage papers as well that day. We wrote Claire's aunt and her husband's names as our guarantors, since they had shown up to the wedding as Claire's parents. The alimony I asked from Miss Cross was also paid. Apparently, they got the money by selling their house that was already 80 years old. According to Claire, her former parents loved Pam so much that they probably spent a fortune on her, and so couldn't save up for their retirement. For now, it seemed that they're going to live off Pam's father's retirement money. But it was revealed that her parents were actually in debt. Pam was forced to help in paying back the debt, and so she now works multiple part-time jobs nonstop. Apparently, one of these jobs is working at a brothel. Why am I not surprised? After all, she did get one of the male employees at the wedding to do what she said by selling him her body. Anyways, Pam was able to pay back their debt quicker than anyone would have guessed, since apparently her job at the brothel actually paid pretty well. She now spends every day more or less in the same manner, work a few hours during the day, and work a few more hours at night at the brothel. Apart from losing a few friends after the incident, things more or less seem to have worked out for her.
Warren, where are you? I left for the bathroom and you were gone when I got back. I've looked everywhere, but I can't find you at all. I'm worried. Warren?
What?
Where have you gone? Are you okay? Has anything happened?
Me and a few friends got bored, so we decided to go to a club in town. We're on the way there now.
Wait, so you just ditched me?
And? You're a big girl. You can make your way home by yourself.
Warren, the only reason I came to this stupid party was because it was for your work. These people are your coworkers. I have no clue who any of these people are. I can't believe you just ditched me with them like that. Who even does that?
Well, you're a grown-up, aren't you? Just talk to the people there and mingle with them if you want. Or go home. I don't care either way.
Well, that's another thing. Who just leaves their girlfriend to go home, in the dark, mind you, when anything could happen to them? I know that I'm an adult, but that doesn't mean I'm comfortable walking home by myself at night.
Well, then get a taxi.
Are you even listening to me? Do you not care how I feel?
Well, to be honest, you always seem to be complaining about one thing or another. I've kinda just stopped listening.
I see. Very well.
Oh, come on, don't be like that. Look, I just wanted to have a bit more fun with the guys before heading home. It's just as guys, we didn't want any women with us, so there is no need to feel jealous. I'll be home soon, okay?
Do whatever you want. Just know that you're not welcome in the bedroom tonight. You can sleep on the sofa.
Oh, come on, don't be like that.
Look, Warren, what you've done tonight is really selfish, rude, and just downright mean. I'm not in the mood to deal with you anymore tonight, so you can sleep on the sofa or stay over at one of your friends' houses. It's your choice.
You're being really mean, Jill. Why can't you just be cool?
Warren, just don't. We can talk more tomorrow when you're not drunk, okay?
Fine.
And please, don't drink too much. Don't forget we're going away with your parents in 2 days, so we really need to make sure that we've got everything ready. And it would go a lot smoother if I didn't have to deal with you being hungover as well.
Yeah, whatever, I know. There's no need to keep going on about it all the time.
Okay then, I'll see you tomorrow.
Whatever.
Seriously, Warren? This isn't funny. Where are you? I was only gone for like 5 minutes. Why aren't you waiting where I left you? Are your parents with you as well?
Oh, hey, Jill. Yeah, my mom and dad are with me. We're all okay.
Well, that's good, but where are you? I thought you were waiting for me.
Oh, yeah, about that. I decided that I didn't want to fly coach, so I upgraded my ticket and my parents to first class. We're just waiting in the first class lounge for the boarding call.
What? How did you even afford that? We don't have that kind of money.
Oh, I took a bit out of the savings. I thought that after how hard I've worked recently, I totally deserve it. And I couldn't just leave my parents in the regular seats, so I had to upgrade them as well. They were really loving it.
But those savings are for the remodel of the house. We can't really afford to be spending them if we want to get everything fixed up at home.
Lighten up, will you? It's a vacation. It's a time to relax and just unwind a little bit. Something you really need to do considering how tightly wound you are all the time. It's like you enjoy moaning at me about anything you can find.
That's not true.
Yeah, it kind of is.
I'm sorry if it seems like that. I'll try and not moan so much then. I mean, you're right. This is a holiday, so we should enjoy it. Where shall I meet you then?
In Tahiti?
No, silly. I meant now. Where's the first class lounge? I can come and find you guys if you tell me where it is.
Oh, about that. You're still sitting in coach.
Huh?
Yeah, they only had 3 spaces left in first class, and me and my parents got them. There is no space for you.
But that's not fair. Surely you don't mean to leave me and coach on my own.
Well, yeah, you've flown on planes before. You know how it is. I really don't want to suffer those uncomfortable seats for hours, so I'll be sitting in first class. That's why I got the tickets in the first place.
But what about me?
What about you?
I'm just expected to sit and coach, on my own and surrounded by strangers, whilst you get all the comfort and luxuries of first class?
Oh, don't start. I thought you literally just said you were going to stop moaning as much. Don't tell me you can't even last 5 minutes without moaning.
I think I'm allowed to be a bit annoyed at the fact that my husband has ditched me, for the second time in 2 days, so that he can do something more fun whilst I'm left on my own in an awkward and uncomfortable situation.
It's not even that bad. We'll be on the same flight, just in different sections. Plus, we'll meet up once we get off of the plane, so the only thing that's happening is that we'll be sitting in different seats a few feet apart. It's not that big of a deal.
It's not that simple, Warren. All you're thinking about is yourself. I thought that we were a couple. That means that we need to think about one another and do things that benefit each other, not just ourselves.
Oh, don't start, please. I just want to enjoy myself this holiday.
So do I. But how can I do that when you're going off, spending all of our money, and not even including me in the things that you do?
Well, you're gonna have to figure it out yourself. I'm being called to board now, so I'm turning my phone to flight mode. I'll see you when we land. Maybe by then you'll have stopped being so crabby.
Warren, wait. Warren! Okay, this is the last straw, Warren. I can't believe what you've done.
What now?
What do you mean, what now? You've booked me an entirely separate hotel room to stay in. What is that about?
Well, I figured that it might be for the best whilst you're here.
Why?
To be honest, your moaning is really annoying me. I want to enjoy my time without having to deal with you complaining all the time. Not to mention that my mom also thought that it would be better, as she doesn't feel that comfortable around you. I don't want to upset her.
What? Why does your mom feel uncomfortable with me? It's the first I've heard anything about it.
Well, you know I tell her everything, right? Which includes when you get really argumentative with me. My mom thinks that it's not right, and she really doesn't like it. She was worried that she would say something to you about it and that it would become a whole thing. So she asked me if it was possible for you to sleep in a different room.
Hang on. When you tell your mom that we get into arguments, do you tell her why? Mainly, how you usually have done something stupid or selfish to upset me? Like when you just randomly ditch me?
Well, I tell her what she needs to know and what really matters. It doesn't matter why you're acting the way you are. All that matters is that you're being insufferable. And she needs to know that.
But you don't care if I'm humiliated. Or if she doesn't like me.
It shouldn't matter to you. She's not your mom.
But she's still a part of my life because you are, so I want her to like me.
Well, maybe work on that whilst we're away.
How can I do that when I'm in a completely separate room from all of you?
Look, I didn't really want to say this, but you're really not leaving me any choice. I don't really like you anymore, Jill. You're just annoying and constantly on my back about everything. I just want to have fun and stuff, and you're always complaining about it. Like, why can't you just let me be? Just let me have my fun and you can do whatever you want. Why is that so hard?
It's not that I don't want you to have fun, Warren. I would just like to be included in that fun. I love you and want to spend time with you. But it seems like no matter what I do, you're dead set on excluding me from everything. Like this holiday. I set everything up and arranged everything, and yet, once again, you're excluding me by putting me in a separate room. How is that fair? Don't you love me?
Well, to be completely honest, no, not anymore.
What?
I find you annoying and boring. Who would want to spend time with someone like that? I was gonna wait until we got back from this trip, but I guess now is as good a time as any.
What do you mean?
I want a divorce.
What?
Yeah, I've had enough of you. I think it's time that I find someone better, someone who's a bit more fun and actually lets me have a good time.
Is that seriously how you feel?
Yeah, and my mom agrees too.
I see. Very well, if that's what you want.
Huh? Seriously? You're gonna agree just like that?
Yep. There's no point in arguing with someone who's made their mind up. I'm not going to beg you to take me back. I know my worth.
Great. Phew. That was easy. Well then, I guess that means that we don't have to spend any time together on this trip or anything. Now I can actually have some fun. Whatever. I'm gonna go and have some fun.
Uh-huh. Sure. I can finally have fun myself without having to worry about you doing something stupid and humiliating me like always. The only one who looked like a fool is you now.
Jill, we need to talk, like right now.
Warren? What seems to be the matter?
You know exactly what's wrong. Why have me and my parents been kicked out of our suite?
Oh, that. Well, the reservation was made on my card because, like I said, I sorted this whole trip out. With the fact that we're no longer together, I felt that there was no need to let you sponge off of me anymore.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that you no longer have access to any of my money. I've kicked you off of all of my accounts.
You can't do that. I need that money. Without that, I have nothing.
Surely you don't have nothing. You have the money from your job, after all.
No, not anymore.
Oh,
I spent it all. I just wanted to have a bit of fun, so I went out with the guys and we went to a few clubs and a few casinos and stuff. Maybe I went out one too many times, but I didn't think it'd be that big of a deal. And sure, I might have racked up a bit of a debt, but with your money, it would have been easy to clear up. See? So you can't just take your money away. I need it.
Well, you see, there's one little problem with that. It's my money. I told you so many times not to spend all of your money and to be more responsible, but you didn't want to listen. You just wanted to have fun. Well, I hope it was worth it. because you're going to have to face the consequences of your fun now.
But you can help me, can you?
No, I can't. Or more like, I don't want to.
What? Why not?
Because I tried to help you when we were together and you didn't want to listen. You just called me boring and whiny. You ignored everything I said and kept on fritting all of your money away. Now you need to deal with the consequences of that.
But
Anyway, I'm going to go and enjoy a nice long bath in my new lovely suite. Maybe your mom or dad can help you find somewhere to stay tonight, because you're not going to get another penny out of me.
hang on, Jill, wait.
Goodbye, Warren. Have a nice life.
No!
I enjoyed the rest of my trip, doing all of the things that I wanted to do, but that Warren would always say was too boring simply because it didn't involve a club or drinking. After the trip, I went home where I finally divorced Warren. Once that was gone, it was like a weight had been lifted off of my shoulders. I was finally free to pursue what I wanted to, without having to worry about Warren and what he was up to, or whether he was spending all of our money. My life has truly turned around for the better. As for Warren, I heard his trip wasn't too great as his parents refused to let him spend money on things like alcohol and casinos. Also, he had to move back in with them when he got back home, as he simply had no money to buy or rent himself a new home. Now that he lives with his parents, he has a specific time that he can get back home. Or he gets locked out and he has to contribute to the rent and bills. I bet he's loving that fun lifestyle now, especially with all of that debt he's got to pay back.